Hello everyone! Last year I released Motley Crews, my tabletop game. The game is quickly approaching its 1-year anniversary, and I think a quick video update is in order, to let you know what's been going on with it. About a month after the release of the game, with help from the community over on Discord, I made a couple of tweaks, changes and clarifications to the rules. Here they are. First off, the White Mage. One of their spells is Heal, which heals up to 3 damage on a figure. Importantly, they cannot heal themselves. This was always the intention, and now the card says so, as it should have done from the start. Secondly, the White Mage's spell Conjure Containment, which locks a figure in place for 2 turns, could be spammed in order to stall the game ad infinitum. I never stumbled upon this when playtesting, most likely because I use this big cage to indicate a contained figure in my games. And because I only had the one, it didn't even occur to me you could do that. Whoops. Our solution was to cap this powerful spell at 1 use per game. Now both mages have 1 limited spell each, keeping things nice and balanced. Next up, I originally intended for figures with longer reach to be able to attack on the diagonal, stair-stepping the reach, as you do when moving. However, this created a whole bunch of unclear scenarios, like if a 2-reach figure could attack through a diagonal gap, or if the arbalist could zigzag its attack around obstacles. Here the solution was to lock the actions in straight orthogonal lines, so now figures with 2 or more reach perform actions like this, instead of like this, and the arbalist with its diagonal attack pattern can attack like this. Along with clearing up possible confusion, this also makes figure placement more strategic in multiple scenarios. And I think a lot of you guys already played it like this. Anyway, now it should be clear. The last and biggest change is to the arbalist. He has gotten a brand new ability. It's called Careful Aim, and it was designed by Emma Bellotti. The new ability reads: the arbalist's regular attack deals 1 more damage if it hasn't moved since your last turn. This means that the long eye, which is a special action, will still only deal 1 damage. The arbalist's regular attack deals 2 damage if it moves before it attacks, and a whopping 3 damage if it hasn't moved and had time to line up a perfect shot. That was all for changes to the basic rules, resulting in Motley Crews version 1.1, which replaced the original version in October last year. Moving on, I made this small zine to go along with the game. It's available to download for free on itch. It contains a tiny bit of lore for the world and the characters, rules examples and diagrams, as well as alternative terrain layouts and win cons. Credit for inspiring the alternate win conditions, or scenarios as they are labeled in the zine, goes to Enoch. Speaking of members of the Discord server, I've had some amazing folks turn Motley Crews into a video game. There are several versions already. The game is available on Tabletop Simulator, complete with miniatures and everything. Big kudos to Malix for creating the mod. There's an excellent online version you can play in your web browser, made by FY Spell, that you can play with a friend. And this super cute Pico 8 version, made by Tanaric. Just look at these character portraits. I also need to shout out El Bazar de Horus, who have made 2 excellent expansions to the base game, featuring all original characters with new rules as well as great art. I hope I can get my sincerity across despite my stilted delivery reading from my script. Most of these things were made soon after I made the original video, and now that I'm checking them out again to capture this footage, I'm just awestruck by how cool this is. I love it. Links to all these things can be found in the description of this video, of course. Check them out. There is a whole bunch more of amazing stuff made by other members of the community. Lovely personal boards, figures, homebrew rules and so on. Sac French Coffee has joined with Horus and Worm to work on a fully fledged tabletop RPG called Land of Loot, inspired by my game. I'm honored that people want to express their talent and creativity in and around Motley Crews. It's genuinely amazing. I have also been making a few things myself. There's a second Adventurer's Crew with an alternative Knight, Barbarian, Black Mage, White Mage, and Arbalist. I'm sure you've noticed they've made a lot of appearances throughout this video. They are available on itch alongside the first set if you want to check them out. I also made an additional alternative Knight, Meet Comet of the Celestian Guard. This model was made to raise money for the Crafting for Hope fundraiser. It's free to download, but I encourage you to donate a small amount to St. Jude's Research Hospital if you do so. Community member I Like Toasts and Company has translated not only the cards, but the whole scene into Polish. To promote that, I made another alternative Knight. This is the veteran swordmaster Copernicus. He's also free to download if you're interested. I'd also like to repeat that the genesis of the game was having something to play with the cool miniatures I already owned. Your gaming experience isn't worth any less if you don't play with official miniatures. Feel free to play with whatever playing pieces you like. Now, if you do want to get your hands on some physical 3D printed minis and don't have access to a printer, I have some good news. If you live in Europe, you can now buy the Adventurer's Crew 1 miniatures from Valentine at Maison Nebuleuse in France. It's so cool to see my minis alongside so many other cool miniatures, games, books, cassette tapes, and all sorts. Last but not least, the most requested thing for the game has been new classes of figures, and there is something coming very soon. I'm looking forward to share what I've come up with you all. And that's about it. Until next time, take care.